All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll run on first down. Lucas. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Out of the gun, run. He'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
675. Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. Titans on the Ringo.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
A shotgun snap for Love. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Switch up. Watch the safety creep. Check the.
Strong right.
Check the team.
On first down, it's Love. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Second up. Blue 90.
Go.
Go ahead.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Clock throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing again is Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's got daylight past the 20. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 15. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Sharp's got it, left side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Let's go, defense is good. 58, come on. 58, come on. Hey, tight.
On 3rd down, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Shift, Mexico.
Naeem Hines, his first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Here's Locke. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Set, ready. Get the flag. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill. What? Go. Line 50. Wow.
A carry for the nearby collegiate star, Indiana's Jordan Howard. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Ready. 58, Mike. Come on. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 1st down, it's Lucas. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the 1st here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, And then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing on second down. Luck over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Luck now to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Training.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now it's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to throw. Luck. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Show the army. Check number 7.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Lambeau is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 25-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Luck, and he connects with Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. This is Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Terry connecting on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Check out! Line 40!
Line 50. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Hey, check.
Mike 50.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Second and 10, Luck again. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
He's not going to get me. Check 3.
Luck looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. A shotgun snap for Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The walk now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
12.
Throwing again is Locke. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check out. 180.
Let's go, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
12.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 50.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now for the point after.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. They find some open field here. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get it. Let's go. 58, come on. And let's get this, get this. 58, come on.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Coleman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Don't be scared of it. He's coming.
Play action. Now Jackson. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
58, come on. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 1st down, Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
12, 11.
Luck gonna throw it. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
65. Watch twist.
Strong right.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Luck defers to Mack. And an alley to run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check 4. Check 4.
Big ass.
Go ahead.
Check 99.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you